Hey, what's up, everyone? Today is finally the day that I can tell you definitively that my new book called Becoming Loud and Brave is available on Amazon and on my website and on my Bandcamp site. Again, the book is called Becoming Loud and Brave. If you go to charlieeash.com, that's my website, right at the top of the page, there's a link you can click, a button you can click. It says Get Becoming Loud and Brave. You click that, it takes you right to the Amazon page, this thing right here, where you can get it on Kindle, you can get it on paperback, or you can get a hardback copy. Now here's something I'm offering exclusively on my Bandcamp site. If you go to charlieeash.bandcamp.com, you can get an autographed copy of the paperback or the hardback version of my new book, Becoming Loud and Brave. And when you buy it on my Bandcamp site, you'll not only get an autographed copy of the book, you'll get a free digital download of my new record, Loud and Brave Before Sunrise, and you can stream it anytime you want. So there's that. It's the same price, by the way, on the Bandcamp site as it is on Amazon. Now on Amazon, you can get it on Kindle. So if you're a Kindle user, you're going to have to just go to charlieeash.com, click the button, buy it on Kindle, the way that you do all your other Kindle books. And the autographed copies, just so you know, they will ship out January 1st. Now, if you buy it non-autographed by going to my website, charlieeash.com, and clicking on the button, those, it looks like Amazon is shipping those if you order it today. Of course, if you order it on Kindle, you'll get it right now, like immediately. But if you get the paperback or hardback copy on that site, you will get it. It says it arrives in 8 days. So still before Christmas, you can give yourself an early Christmas present or someone you love an early Christmas present. Of course, this is the story, is my story. It's my story growing up here in a small town in the Midwest as a closeted kid, going to school, what that was like, growing up in the church and what that was like as a closeted kid, working in the Christian music industry, and then not in the Christian music industry, just in the regular music industry, non-Christian, signing to 3 major labels during that time, record labels, touring the nation, moving away from here, living away from here, coming back, and being part of a community of faith. It's wonderful people at Fountain Family Worship Center and serving there. And all the stories, stories about me being on the road, stories about all kinds of stuff. So if you've ever wondered what it's like, sort of a peek behind the curtain of the music industry, and also just, stories about that I think are very universally true about what growing up in a small town is like, the good, the bad, the ugly. And, for everyone who's ever sort of felt like they had to hide or didn't fit in, or maybe even starting over, there's a lot of common threads, I think, in a lot of people's lives about starting a different chapter of your life, starting a new season. I was talking to someone yesterday who had a whole career and was very successful in her career. And then at some point, she's just like, I just want to do something different. And it takes courage to do that. And I talk about that in the book. So, if you're someone who is like kind of there or been there, you're going to relate to this. And hopefully it will inspire people to be brave and be loud. In other words, be vocal, stand up for the things that are important to you. So go get the book. We're going to do some live Q&As after the first